Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel KMP Education. Friends, today we discuss the golden rules of nouns in your exams. These rules are very helpful in English exams. The questions asked like in place of if your nouns rules will clear, then you answers perfectly. If you don't subscribe my YouTube channel, please subscribe. So let's start. First of all, the rule is basic rule of English sentence. A sentence is made with three parts: subject, verb and object. The subject is work on object, subject get actions and it impress on object. I give you an example. Kishan written the letter. What is subject here? The subject is Kishan. The verb is written. The object is a letter. It is the basic rule. I think that first tell about the structure of sentence is subject, verb and object. I give you an example. It is a very helpful for you. And now we discuss about rules. In this point, I will give you all the rule and also examples. Then your doubts will be clear and no confusion in your mind. First of all, the first rule is clear that if you have some knowledge of English and you know a little about what is noun and pronoun, there is no difficult for you. First point is that what is noun? We know that we use noun for any animal, place or thing. So other side, what can a noun do? The noun is play the role of subject. It is a basic rule. It is start now. It is a very simple to continue this video. A very interesting rules are coming, so be patient and watch this video at last. Subject is besides being the name of anything. The second thing is that the noun play the role of subject. I told you in previous page that what is the subject. The small definition of subject is that the subject usually does the action. In any sentence, a thing actions that is subject. Example is Reena is happy. See in sentence, Reena is a noun and a name of person. Here Reena uses the subject. This is a basic rule. First rule. Next is rule number 2. I say you that the noun play a role of subject. So the noun also play the role of object. I discuss about the structure of three things: make sentence, noun, verb, object. So the noun play a role subject and object. And how many types of objects? There are two types of objects: direct object and indirect object. The direct object is used after verb. The subject actions, it is direct objects on things. Now you have more difficulty that what is direct object and what is indirect object. But I make it easy and simple for you. We make question with what and whom. And we get answer. That is a direct object. Example, Kishan written the letter. Here, letter is a direct object. Letter is a noun and also direct object. The second example, tomorrow morning Dhruv will meet your brother. If you frame the question, how it is? Meet your brother. Here direct object is sister. This is an idea to search what is a direct object. So these are basic rules for subject and object. Related these rules will be clear on your mind. That is what is subject, what is object and what is verb. Please don't skip the video, watch the whole video because you miss all things, okay? Do continue. Let's learn with me. Now let's discuss about indirect object. The indirect object follows the verb but the subject do not action on indirect object, so it is called indirect object. How do you know? In the sentence, you frame the question for to and whom and you get the answer, so this thing is indirect object. For example, Parul gave me the money. This is indirect object is me and the direct object is money. To whom? Me. For example, Rahul bought Hitesh a motorcycle. The indirect object is Hitesh and motorcycle is direct object. To whom or for whom? It is indirect object. I am sure now your confusion is clear now. The next is rule 3. Rule 3 is discuss about what are abstract nouns. They cannot be seen, felt, heard, smelled or tasted. They refer to emotions, ideas, concepts, traits, experiences or a state of being. These are all abstract nouns. Abstract nouns have express qualities. I give you examples: love, hatred, trust, etc. These all are feelings. You cannot touch, smell, see and taste. Sometimes the common noun uses abstract noun because they express qualities at that time. So keep patience and see the video at last. If you miss some things, you cannot answer in exams. The next is rule number 4, collective nouns. What is collective nouns? The collective nouns used for a particular group. So you say this collective noun. They take plural verbs when we are talking about the individuals members of the group. Take example tribunal. What is tribunal? You take particular judges, it is called tribunal. In Supreme Court, 4 or 5 judges on hearing, so it is tribunal. Tribunal is a collective noun. I categorize things. Here the rule says collective noun is always used with singular verb. If we talk about the group of singular noun, but when we address the particular member of this group, there we use plural verbs. Then you consider the whole group to use singular verb, but you consider the particular member to use plural verb. For example, first, the tribunal is in the courtroom. Here you talk about whole tribunal. Here verb is all the judges are considered. This is an explanation. Here we use a singular verb is because we talking of the group as a whole. The second example is the tribunal are still debating the case. So why use are? Here we use a plural verb. Are because it is the individual members of the group who are debating the case. The next is rule number 5. It is an important rule, maximum questions on this. Some nouns are used for only singular forms. Collections. First is furniture. Tina bought new furniture last week. The furniture is a singular form. The second is hair. Your hair looks lovely. So, the hair and furniture are singular forms always used. Our next point is some nouns ending with s. Some words are ends with s, but they use only for singular form like news. Good evening, here is the news. Then physics. Physics is our first lesson on Monday morning. Progress. Progress was made in developing technologies. Other examples include athletics, billiards, crosswords, economics, maths, politics, etc. See in the words. Last word is s, but they use only for singular forms. Don't be confused, that is plural. The next is special nouns. Some nouns are special nouns. I tell it is a very important. Don't miss. Watch video. Continue. Homework, information, knowledge. Other examples include advice, damage, etc. Here, invert can use in singular forms. Keep in mind, I say these words only for singular forms. See the sentence. Homework. My English homework was not easy. Information. For further information, please collect. Knowledge. Her knowledge of science is excellent. The word population is a collective noun. It means all the people who live in a particular area. Population is used both in singular and plural. Next is rule number 6. It is also an important rule. Nowadays always takes s with it. Nowadays means these days. You cannot written nowadays. Always written nowadays. Example, nowadays he is well off. Nowadays the prices are shooting up. The next is rule 7. In this rule we think that which nouns are used in singular forms and which nouns are used in plural forms. Like example, scissors. First, these scissors are for cutting paper. The scissors are used always in plural forms. Where is verb? Are is verb. And second, your clothes are dirty. Third, have you seen my glasses? See the verbs used in plural forms. The next point is the pair of things. Sometimes plural forms are expressed with a word and it makes singular sense. You consider jeans. Jeans always used in plural forms. You say a pair of jeans, it expresses a singular form. You can see a pair of shoes, a pair of rings, a pair of slippers. These are used in plural forms, but you put it before a pair of, it used with singular form. The next is rule 8. In rule 8, sometimes the construction is like this: noun plus preposition plus noun. There will be a singular noun on either side of the preposition. Examples, day by day, step by step. Next rule is 9. It is a very important rule. When a singular noun and a plural noun are connected by or, the verbs agrees with the nearest noun. For example, first, grapes or mango is suitable. Here verb singular form is because mango is singular. See the next structure. A mango or grapes are necessary. Here verbs plural form because grapes are plural. The next rule is 10. A plural noun with a singular verb is used after one of, none of, each of and similar expressions. In any sentence, one of, none of and each of, after this only plural forms can use. But verbs used in singular, it expresses singular forms. Like example, one of the girls is intelligent, and second, one of our students has won a prize. It defines singular form. At the last, rule number 11 is the most important rule. Apostrophe S is used in some special circumstances for keeping the expressions short and concise. For example, the ships, the trains, the planes. So friends, now follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Please join us and share my videos with your friends and learn English. If you like my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel KMP Education and share with your friends. You will get a notification of my video on your mobile. Bye bye friends.